So welcome in, everyone. This is our Monday Tarotscope, okay? So we're going to go Monday through Thursday today. We're going to look at the energy coming up for the week. And, the readings have been pretty intense, pretty involved, and they're calling us all out. So don't be afraid. If that happens to you as you're sitting here watching, that's what it's meant to do. That's what tarot is for. So if you have any questions about tarot, spirituality, numerology, relationships and life and all that other stuff, feel free to ask in the comments. I'm happy to help. This is a collective reading. So any questions about tarot readings, personal readings, you can all book those through the link in my bio. Okay. So, and please don't mind me. I'm getting over this cold stuff. Luckily it's getting better. I just have a little bit of drainage and it's that dry, annoying cough. So I'm sorry if I start coughing, but I've got my coffee here and all that stuff. So hopefully it'll be all right. Okay. So what we're going to do first, we're going to boost our heart chakra. We're going to just listen to the bowl sing. As the bowl is singing, you just imagine your heart chakra is just aligning. Everything is spinning properly. You're beaming this beautiful green light from your body. You're releasing anything that may have burdened you this weekend, and we're starting fresh. Okay? So, if you have headphones in, be aware it might be a little bit loud at first, but this only lasts a few seconds, so just relax and listen to the bowl sing, and then we're going to get started with the reading. Okay? Here we go. Deep breaths. All right, let's collectively take one super, super deep breath in. Pick up out all the heaviness, all the anxiety, pain, everything, and then blow it out. Just let it go, okay? It does not belong within us. Okay. Let's get our fairy blessing for the week, and then y'all are going to choose the deck. I have two decks that might be a little hard to choose, but we'll see. Okay. Focus on the deck and ask it, what is our fairy blessing for this week? What is our fairy blessing for this week? What is our fairy blessing for this week? Focus your intentions. What is our fairy blessing for this week? We got this again. A blessing of Anamkara. That is a blessing of a soul friend. I believe we got this last Monday. I know, Heather, you record all of the cards. Yes, it was pouring here, Sandy. Big time. It calmed down a little bit now, but yeah. Okay, so the blessing of Anamkara. This is a blessing of a soul friend. Kind of like we keep getting the community card in the Kipper deck, right? So this is about you connecting with other like-minded people. It's about you connecting with people that you really resonate with on a soul level. And also kind of getting called out to where you're holding yourself back. I mean, I do that to y'all all the time. You're welcome. But it's only because we know, or the person that you're connecting with knows what you are capable of, knows that you are meant for more, okay? And you are getting in your own way. We need people like this in our lives, because if we don't, then, those of us that lack self-motivation, it'll never happen, right? If you've experienced some sort of trauma in your life to where you just don't feel like you're worthy or you're capable of experiencing or accomplishing these goals, then you're just going to give up, right? So we need to celebrate those relationships that we have of people that call us out, of people that really hold space for us and see beyond the facade. Okay. Thank you, Heather. And thank you, everyone that confirmed. Let me get a drink. Okay, so we're going to choose our tarot deck, right? Hey, Tracy. Okay, so first one is the new Christmas tarot deck. We used it once so far. This is deck 1. Deck 2, Wizard's Tarot. Okay, so which one do you want? Vote once in the comments, please, and y'all help me keep count of which deck wins. So deck 1, Christmas deck. Deck 2, Wizard's Tarot. I'm sorry, Christmas Tarot, Wizard's Tarot. Oh, looks like it's getting, 2s are getting it on Instagram. Okay. TikTok came in hot with 1s. Now it's 2s. Okay. 1 or 2. Just vote once. It looks like 2s are killing it. Shocking. Y'all are probably the ones that are like, yeah, it's not time for Christmas yet. But me, it's always time for Christmas. So I'm a Christmas freak, if y'all don't know. So, okay. It looks like 2s have it. Okay, we will use the Wizard Tarot. This is a great deck too. I do love this deck. Okay, if I can get the book out. Let me shuffle right quick. Y'all, Pluto moves out of Capricorn tomorrow. I'm so excited because it's in my midheaven and it's moving into my 11th house, which is Aquarius. I like it. It's funny because, you know, when I first heard about Pluto being in Capricorn since 2008, I thought it was very fascinating because my youngest son was born in 2008. And then shortly after that, I wound up getting a divorce. And then I had to find my way of, you know, where I wanted to be career-wise and who I wanted to be known as and all these other things. I mean, I went through hell like Pluto does, you know, because Pluto's in my midheaven, which is about your career. It's about the patriarchy. It's about how you're represented in the world or how you're perceived in the world. And man, it really kicked my ass, but it's leaving. So, and I did it, you know, I accomplished all of those hurdles and all that stuff. So I went through a total rebirth. So if you have Pluto coming into, you know, one of your big 3 or your midheaven of Aquarius, then just know that it's meant to help you transform. It's meant to help you to get to higher heights. It just means also that you're going to have to shed a lot of false identity. Okay? So, all right. What we're going to do, focus on the deck, ask it what we need to know this week. What are our messages this week? We're going to look at Monday through Thursday. I'm going to pull a card for each day. What do we need to know this week? Okay. You also had a lot of changes in 2008. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, let's look at today. Today we have Judgment. Interesting how we have Judgment showing up because this is all about surrender and release. Okay, this is about hearing that calling because on the Judgment card we have Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is blowing the horn, waking you up, telling you, hey, it's time. How freaking fascinating that this card is on for today, and we have Pluto moving into Aquarius starting today, going into tomorrow, right? So, right? Yes, Judgment is also associated with Pluto. That's why I was laughing, because it's like, this is that rebirth. You know, Gabriel is calling you to wake up. is calling you to go through this rebirth, to go through this metamorphosis of yourself, okay? So think about where you have Aquarius in your natal chart, and that's where you are going to transform, okay? For me, it's in my 11th house of social circles, society, all of that, okay? So that's what I expect to experience over the next however many years. So you can expect the same, but this is telling you you're getting a call. It's about surrendering and going with the flow and understanding that you have a higher purpose in this life than you thought. Okay, so let's look at tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow we have the Knight of Wands. I like that. Okay, the Knight of Wands is all about let's go on this adventure. You know, let's figure some shit out. Let's move. Let's take action. And this is all about following your intuition. So whatever's going on tomorrow within you or on the outer world, it's like you're going to be like your spidey senses are going to be heightened. Okay? And you're going to be pulled in certain directions, and the universe is asking you to pay attention to that. Okay? To go where the energy flows. Okay. You know, the Knight of Wands is ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about travel and higher learning. So if you're traveling tomorrow, everything's going to be good. You're good to go. If you're wanting to get into a situation where you are getting started in your higher learning, this would be like your spirituality and things like that. A great day to initiate that. Okay. But it's like a lot of like passion-driven type of energy on Tuesday. So here we have the major arcana of judgment, okay? Release and surrender and letting go of things that you just don't resonate with anymore because you are going through an awakening. And then tomorrow we have this drive, this passion. You'll have more energy tomorrow, okay? Let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? Make sure, you know, the energy might just kind of be a bit wonky on Wednesday. This is a minor arcana, so it's not a huge deal, but it's telling you to make sure you take care of yourself, okay? Let's say for whatever example, you have an issue with a person, and maybe you're expecting some sort of message, some sort of apology, or you're trying to have a heartfelt conversation with them. Wednesday is not going to be the best day, okay? Because when the Page of Cups is in reverse, it can indicate very immature emotional intelligence, okay? Also, this could be delusionment. Like, I just want to escape. I don't want to deal with this right now, so I'm just going to escape and go do something else, okay? Not the best time to do that, okay? We have a lot of energy, a lot of momentum, a lot of change and shifts happening, and it's telling you, you can't run from this. You need to learn how to ride the waves. You need to learn how to capitalize off of this and go with the energy of what you're being given, okay? Pluto leaving a sign will require an adjustment like any planetary. Yeah. It's in my 4th house, house of the home. I'm redefining where I belong. Oh, I love that. Okay, make sure I didn't miss anything. What is judgment in reverse? Well, judgment in reverse indicates that you're not quite hearing that wake-up call. You're having some resistance to going with the flow, to surrendering. Your mind is not being led by your true higher self. Okay? All right, so we have Wednesday. Let's look at Thursday. Thursday we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. I like it. Okay? Because on Thursday, you have the opportunity to free yourself from your own self-imprisonment. That can be free yourself from your obligations. Like maybe you decided, yeah, I'm going to do something, but I really don't want to. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say, hey, I changed my mind. This doesn't work out for me. So I apologize, but I have to say no. Okay. It could be that, you know, you finally have this energy. I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to make up my own mind. I'm not going to wait for somebody else to influence me or to tell me what to do. I'm going to do this for myself. Okay? Because when we see it in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there's a castle behind them. The castle represents the family or society. Okay? And this person has built this kind of shitty wall of swords around them, and they're like, oh, I can't, because, you know, what is my family going to think, do, or say? What is society going to think, do, or say? Like, I'm too afraid. And when it goes in reverse, it's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. You know, I'm going to do whatever is necessary for me, because this is my journey, my life, my path, all of that. Makes sense? Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Seven of Cups. Yep. So the Seven of Cups, whenever it's direct, indicates that there may be some feeling of confusion, and that's okay, because like I said, we have a lot of moving pieces happening this week and like over the next, I don't even know how many days, you know, because we have Mercury going retrograde on the 25th. We have Saturn going into, was it Pisces, Jamie? I mean, all of this stuff happening. So, you know, just give yourself some grace. We just had the last, you know, super full moon of the year, which is going to be the last full moon that we have with Pluto and Capricorn, which is the last super full moon like this for like, I think, another 12 months. So there's a lot happening. Give yourself grace, okay? Understand that this is meant to help you with the moves that you already know that you want to make, okay? Yes, and Sagittarius season starts on the 21st. Saturn went direct in Pisces. Oh, on the 15th. Okay, my bad. I thought it was coming up. Okay, thank you for that clarification. What cards have I pulled so far? So Mondays is Judgment. Tuesdays is the Knight of Wands. Wednesdays is the Page of Cups in reverse. And Thursdays the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, you know, when we have the Page of Cups in reverse too, it could be that maybe it's not you that is having the drive to use escapism or, you know, emotional immaturity. So it could be that you're dealing with somebody who's doing that. And maybe you're the person that, with the Anamkara blessing, right? Maybe you're the person that kind of calls them out, or maybe somebody else calls you out on your escapism and maybe some sort of substance abuse, right? Because escapism is substance abuse as well. Maybe they're telling you like, snap out of it, you know, grow up, pay attention, that kind of thing. Sometimes we need those people. Thursday is your birthday. Happy early birthday, Heather. Yay. You're welcome, Tracy. Okay, let's get some Oracle and find out what else we need to know. Next week, you guys, is Thanksgiving week, but it's also the week that I leave to go on vacation for 2 weeks. So next week we'll do the full week, and then I will probably have a recorded session that goes up on YouTube for y'all to watch the reading for the week of December 1st and then the week of December 9th. Yeah. So I won't be here. I'll be on the Spirit Heart Cruise on the second week of December, and I'll be on the Family Cruise the first week. So just know that I won't be on live those weeks, as far as I can tell. If I can get on the second week, I will, but I'm not going to tell y'all that I will. It'll just have to be a surprise, okay? Because I don't know how things are going to go on this Spirit Heart Cruise, because I've never been a presenter. I've never been a member of this. This is my first year, so I don't know how it's going to go. So yeah, I can't make any guarantees, but I will fill y'all all in when I get back. Thank you. Okay, what else do we need to know this week? Focus on the deck. Thank y'all so much. I'm really looking forward to both cruises, but the Spirit Heart Cruise is going to be awesome because I'm a presenter. I'll be teaching tarot, or, you know, teaching a workshop on tarot. And there's going to be so many other amazing speakers and presenters that I get to, you know, really connect with and learn from. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's see. Cruise ship Wi-Fi is also spotty at best. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So that's another thing. All right, focus on the deck. Let's see what else we need to know this week. What else do we need to know this week? Oh, look at that. We have indecision coming up again. Okay. Remember, indecision is a decision. Indecision is a decision. But here's what you have to understand. When you decide, the universe provides, right? So if you decide that you want to have this experience, whatever it may be, the universe will start lining things up for you to have that experience. But if you also decide that you want to stay in the same experience, you're too afraid to make any changes, the universe will provide that too. It's like, okay, your wish is granted, right? So indecision is a decision, and you have to figure out what is going to be most beneficial for me. Even if I'm scared or not, what is going to be most beneficial for me moving forward? Okay. And this is not in an egoic way. This is like, what is going to help me to grow and to get closer to my ideal vision of what I feel like my life is supposed to be. Does that make sense? Thank you, Stephanie. So 8 is that very karmic number. 8 is the one is like, hey, you've had this decision for a long time and you know this, right? You know this. And the person is cloaked in red for a reason, because that's indicating that they have the power. You hold the power to decide which direction you go. And one is going to be a direction of, okay, been here, done that. I know this version and I can choose to stay on this path, or you can get the other path and it's unknown, it's scary but exciting, and you don't know what's going to happen there. Which path are you going to choose, you know? Because you already know what path number 1 is going to get you. It's going to get you the same old. And if that's what you want, then please, by all means, choose that. But you don't have any right to complain if that is your choice. Does that make sense? It's not to be ugly. It's just saying your decisions are your decisions. You don't have the right to complain when you keep making the same decision over and over again. Okay? I wish I could have this. I wish I could go and do that. I wish, but you don't do anything about it. You have no right to complain. So, and I've said this to myself, so don't get upset if this triggers you, okay? Absolutely, Jamie. Absolutely. So, okay. What else? Several of you have put in your applications to the Quantum Master Academy. I will be going through those today. So be on the lookout for an email from me this afternoon. Okay, I do have my masterclass with Dr. Joe Vitale from 12 to 1. And then I will get into the applications and start submitting or like replying to those. So make sure you look out for that. A lot of them go to your junk or your spam mail. So make sure you check those as well. Okay. So many 8s showing up for me. Sagittarius reading for this month. Ooh, interesting. Let's do one more shuffle. All right. Focus on the deck. Ask it what else we need to know this week. Number 42, wide open. I like that. And I'm going to read this to you. Remember, every time I see this card, I always think of holding your arms out wide open, opening up your heart chakra, and affirming whatever it is that you want. I'm open to receiving my divine blessings. You can say anything. I'm open to receiving, you fill in the blank. Okay? So number 42. You are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches at this time, so speak up and speak out. Ooh, I like it. This card is a sign of the maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow for a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream a grander dream. That goes perfectly with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has like a huge imagination, huge goals, huge dreams, like everything is just big, okay? And so this is telling you to broaden your horizons. Think bigger. Even if it scares you, think bigger. Remember how I told y'all that I was having a conversation with one of the manifesting coaches in the mastermind, and I shared a goal, and she was like, oh my God, like it triggered her, and I was like, that's not a good sign in a manifesting coach, but okay, dream bigger. Anything is possible. You want to dream as big as you can. You want to set your goals as big as you can, because even if you don't hit it the first time, you get like probably more than you thought the first time. Trust me on that. I've done it. Okay. She's always wearing green too. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. Here we go with the Kipper. Let's see. What else do we need to know this week? Focus on the deck. And hang on, I have to show these to you. Look. What do you notice from these two cards? What is it that you notice? Put it in the comments. Sorry, I'm trying to show both TikTok and Instagram. Both looking away. They're not turning around to look back. They're moving forward, facing away from us, looking away. Yes, exactly. Exactly. They have their backs turned because, yes, they are looking towards their future, okay? And this one is saying, one is contracted, I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And the other one is wide open, like, oh, the possibilities are endless and I'm so freaking excited. Which one are you? Okay. Are you wearing a green shirt, Tara? Yes, exactly, Elizabeth. See? That's funny, Tara. That's good. All right, let's see what else we need to know this week. Focus on the deck, like I said before. Oh, thank God. Well, it's not a good card, but it's not the community card. So we have Thief, okay? So what does that represent in your life? Thief. Think about that. What does that represent in your life? What does it make you think of when you think of thief? Has somebody stolen your joy? Has somebody stolen your innocence? Has somebody, what do you feel like was taken from you in your life? And are you using that as your excuse and your crutch in your life? Are you using that as an excuse to always or to never take personal responsibility for the outcome of your life? Time thief, stealing your joy, stolen energy, time. Energy takers. Makes me think of fear robbing me of taking a chance. Oh, yeah, Marlo, that is so true. I like that. Yeah. How are you letting this energy take from you? Whether it's the energy of a person, another person, or your own energy, like Marlo said. Are you allowing fear to steal joy from you, to steal experiences from you? What is it that you're allowing to be taken from you? Are you allowing people in your life to suck energy from you and they just deflate you and you just feel like, oh God, I can't even do anything now because they just sucked the life out of me? Are they taking the joy out of life? Like it's always, they're so negative, you know? There's a guy that I've known since high school and we're friends on Facebook, and it seems like the majority of his posts are so negative. And I'm like, doesn't it suck to always be so negative? You know, I haven't said this to him, but I thought it, you know, because like there's no sense in having a conversation with him about it because he'll turn around and say something negative or snarky. And I'm like, that must be a miserable existence to always look at life through such a negative lens, you know? I couldn't imagine being that way. So how are you letting things be stolen from you in your life? Are you doing it yourself or are you letting somebody else do this? Okay. So pay attention this week. Okay. Because this is the reading for this week, Monday through Thursday. Pay attention to where maybe on Wednesday we have this person like really sucking the happiness and the joy out of a situation. You know, misery loves company. And they want us to be at this low vibration. So they just, excuse me, steal all this energy. And they're like, no, you're going to be down here with me because I want you on my level. I don't want to have to come up on your level. Okay. Or pay attention this week to where you are letting fear, like Marlo said, you're letting fear rule your life. You're letting it take everything from you that you've always wanted. Okay. Forgiving people and circumstances is so healing. Yeah. Exactly. What you put out is what you get. 100%. That's my mom. She's so negative. I can't tell her happy things. She turns it around. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like you learn who you can like speak to, who you can share things with. And, you know, what's disappointing is when there's somebody that is close to us and we love them, but they're so negative, and we have to be like, you know, I can't talk to you about things because you suck the joy out of it every time. Look at that false person underneath. Okay. So it could be you living as this false person, or you're dealing with somebody who's a false person. They're not, you know, portraying themselves as they truly are. And that's the people that are like the energy vampires, that are the joy suck out of your life. You know, and it's like, I love you, but I just can't talk to you about these things because you're just like Debbie Downer. Remember that from SNL? She's like, wah, wah. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Jamie, she said, ooh, that's fire. I don't want to come up to your level. That's right. People do that without realizing. They don't want to have to do the work and take the personal responsibility to come up to your level. And that's not a level of like, I'm better than you. It's just a higher vibration where you choose to see the world differently. You choose to see life differently. You make these conscious decisions, where on the lower level, they're making unconscious decisions. Okay, which is making them think that life is just happening to them and everything sucks and blah, 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 right? So yeah, they will subconsciously be like, I don't want to have to come up to your level because that means I have to do some work. That means I have to look at myself and look at all the decisions that I've unconsciously made. So yeah. All right. Let's see what this deck. This is the Soul Helper Oracle. This is messages from your higher self. So focus on the deck. Oh, is it 1111? Love it. All right. Focus on the deck. And ask it, what is my message from my higher self? What's my message from my higher self? Rise above the dark days of life. There you go. It says, do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. Number 13. Okay. That's why, with negative people, you're most likely not going to change their mind. Okay. You're not, like, I had a guy last night, on Facebook. I made a post in jest about all of the creepy messages that I get from men or bots on social media. And I posted it and I said, oh, the joys of being a woman. And he said, would you rather be a man? And I was like, I said, are you sure you want me to answer that question? I said, because I don't think you're going to like it. And he's like, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. Da, da, da. I was like, of course it doesn't, And so I answered him, and then he worked to gaslight. He worked to blame. He worked to do all of this because I spit some facts about, what it's like to be a woman. And he blind, right? And so I could get upset, and I could sit there and write this whole, narration of, schooling him on what it's like to be a woman and everything. But there is no point in trying to get those people to see reason, because he was not open, right? He was interested in victim blaming. He told me at the end, number one, you're a white woman, you'll be fine. And number two, what was it? Something about trying to get a sex change. I was like, okay, that's mature, And so it was like, you know what? Grow up. There's no point in arguing with people like that, because they will never see what it's like to be the other side. They don't want to. So that's the same thing with what you might be dealing with this week, is somebody who is that energy suck, who is that just negative energy that does not want to look at the higher point of something, that does not want to expand their consciousness, that does not want to be educated, that does not want to be emotionally intelligent, all of these things, okay? So there's no time, or there's no reason to waste your time on that, okay? You lead by example, and that's all you can do, okay? So that's why it says, rise above the dark days of life. Don't fight them. So it's like, if you're experiencing that with another person, or if you're experiencing that in life in general, it's telling you, surrender your control over that and start moving in a different direction. Like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm letting it go. I'm going in this direction now. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes, unhappy people are the troublemakers in the world. Yeah, for sure. No point in arguing with a drunk person. That too. They don't want to see how they play a role in their miserable energy. Exactly. And this guy wanted me to be on his podcast that, if I remember correctly, was about dating. Like, this was like a year or two ago. And I'm like, no wonder why your podcast did not take off. Because you are full of ignorance and misogyny. And nobody wants to talk to that. Nobody wants to listen to that. So, yeah, it's very interesting. That's the definition of insanity. Yeah, keep doing the same thing, expect different response. Exactly. Yep. Yes, hurt people. Yep. This is a collective reading. I don't understand how people just jump into lives and expect you to perform a reading for them. It's so odd to me, and it's so rude. It's like walking into somebody's house uninvited and being like, feed me. Like, who does that? Okay, focus on the deck. Let's see what else we need to know this week. This is the spirit animal deck. Oh, look at that. We have deer, love. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. It says, be gentle with yourself. Just like I said, give yourself grace, okay? Number 2, you heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. There you go. More green, yeah. Lots of grounding, heart-centered energy in this reading. Doesn't this look so peaceful? That's what it makes me feel. It's like this very peaceful energy. Yeah, Stephanie. Your spirit animal is a deer? Nice. There you go. I love it. They're connecting with the birds and they're just, it just seems peaceful. Let's see. I haven't used this deck in a while. How many decks do I have? That's a ridiculous amount. I don't know, honestly. I have far more oracle decks than I do tarot, because I do have certain favorite tarot decks that I have and that I like to use the majority of the time. But I have too many. It's a sickness. We are still in the full moon window. Taurus, earth sign, green. Oh, I like that. Ruled by Venus, the heart. Yeah, beautiful. I have green pants on and teal with gray and white. Nice. Okay, what else do we need to know? This is just a pure oracle deck. It does not come with a book. You just interpret it in your own way. And I think I got it off of Etsy. Let's see. I don't even know what it's called. Our little fox friend. Look at that. See? Our little fox friend wanted to be seen. So it's number 14, and then underneath it is a 9. Well, what does that indicate? Okay, what is 9? 9 is higher wisdom. It is humanitarian. It's things coming to fruition, right? And 14 is 1, the self, God source energy, creation, new beginnings. 4 is looking at things as they are. Really focusing on the details and doing what is necessary to 1 + 4 is 5, change. Okay? Get it? I love our little fox friend. More blue and green. Let's see. Let's see this one. Let me get a drink right quick. Who's going to see Wicked? I got invited by some friends to go see Wicked tonight, and I'm excited. I've never seen it, so I'm really excited. I like that. Yeah, Jamie, I agree. He has this look of, are you coming along? It's like, yeah, like, are we going or what? Like, what are you waiting on? That's like me. I'm always like, come on. Like, what the hell are you waiting on? Let's go. All right. It's also art. I feel that with my cat decks. Yes. Post about it. My 9-year-old wants to see it, and I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. The movie. All right. Focus on the deck. Let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know this week? That would be funny if the fox came out in this one too. Let's see. Oh, we got Stargazer. Set your sights higher. See? Set your sight. I swear, you guys, I wish that I could just flip the switch within you to be able to see what I see, to be able to really, really understand on a soul level what is possible for you. Because I get it where you are or where you may be, is that, yeah, this is fun to hope and dream and think, but you really don't think it's going to happen for you. Like subconsciously, you don't think it's going to happen for you. And I wish that I could reach inside your soul and flip that switch so you can actually see that it actually can happen for you. Because I've experienced it. I was one that thought, okay, well, this is never going to happen for me. And I had to get out of my own way and stop thinking that way. And it's telling you to set your sights higher, like anything is possible. Like, I feel it like right here, I just want to burst. You know, anything is possible. Whatever it is that you want to experience in life is possible. Set your sights higher. Dream bigger. Okay? Because Lord knows you're going, yeah, but I don't want to be greedy. Because that's old programming. I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be greedy. Just like I said, in the Quantum Master Academy application, I ask a big question about money and spirituality, and it helps me to gauge where you are in your self-worth, right? Because no, the Quantum Master Academy is not all about money. But when we talk about money, it reveals a lot about yourself. Okay? And there are some people that are like, well, I'm not doing this for money. I don't want to do this for money. I'm like, it's okay to receive money for the work that you do. Okay? It's okay to be abundant. It's okay to welcome in your abundance, because money is the tool that we use right now to live, to survive. Okay? It's okay for you to live and survive. And that requires money, that tool, that piece of paper that we've given value to. Those metal pieces that we've given value to, right? It's not that you're worshiping money and abundance. You are allowing yourself to be one of the people who brings it in so you can experience life like you came here to experience it. I always ask the universe, please give me enough financial security and stability so I can help teach as much as possible. Okay? You could do the same. Please give me enough financial stability and security to where I can, whatever it is that you want. Right? That's what I've always asked for. It's like, I don't want to have to worry about money, because what I want to do is focus on you. And the universe has blessed me big time. Okay? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on in 2025. Whether you're in the Quantum Master Academy or you're in the tribe, we're going to go on similar journeys, not the same. Okay? So if you can't get in the Quantum Master Academy, get into the tribe. I'm going to have, like challenges for you. We're going to talk about tarot. We're going to talk about numerology. We're going to work with the moon phases. We're going to do all those things together. All right? It's going to be different than it has been. But in the Quantum Master Academy, that is the year of intense mentorship. Okay? So yeah, that's going to be a smaller group. And it's, like I said, it's about halfway full. And just know that when I go on this cruise, I will be inviting them into applying for the Quantum Master Academy on this cruise. And there's like 70 something people that are going to be there. So just know that those spots are going to start filling up. So yeah. Oh, let's do this one. Excuse me. Yes, the universe does want you to be abundant. Yep. I started to connect with my spirit guides. They showed me beautiful things. I was shocked. Oh, it's amazing what they'll show you. Yeah. All right, focus on the deck. And let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know this week? The cutting edge. Ooh. Says, slice through obstacles and carve a path towards your dreams. Ooh. Says, clear the path. Embrace the journey ahead with an open heart, ready to discover and grow from the revelations to come. I like that, because that's also what judgment is about, revelations, okay? It's kind of like you're finally like, oh my God, like that finally makes sense. Or I finally had the chance to do this. It's going to be different for everybody, right? This is talking about cutting through the shit, you guys. Stop letting everything exterior influence your interior. Stop letting that influence your interior and let your interior influence your exterior. It's easier said than done as far as speech goes. More path ahead imagery. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys, This is a whole journey. This is an adventure, really. Okay? Whatever you choose to go on, it is your adventure. And that's what I always try to view life as this is just an experience. It's an adventure. Let's see what happens. You know, if you're going on a trip and you hit delays and things like that, it's like, oh, okay, well, let's see what happens next. You know, this is happening for a reason, so might as well just go with the flow and see it as an adventure. Because if you can't see things as an adventure, you start getting stressed, you start getting anxious, and you start doubting everything. You know, just go with the flow and see where the universe is going to take you next and what you're going to experience, who you're going to meet, what you're going to learn, all of that. Okay? What else? Let's do this one. It is so much more fun when you see it as an adventure. I'm sorry, Adam, I missed your comment, but thank you, Jamie, for answering. You're welcome. We're not done yet. I swear my spirit guides just said, listen to her. Oh, I like them. I will not bullshit you. I can't. Like, it causes a visceral reaction. You know, if I were to bullshit somebody, like, I can't do it. And so, yeah, I purely speak from experience. So, yeah. All right, focus on the deck. Let's see what else we need to know. You're so angry and stuck. You need to remember to have fun. Yes, yes, yes. Let it, breathe it out. Like pick up the anger and anxiousness with your breath that's in your chest. Pick it up, hold it, and then blow it out. And let it go. Like, I choose to not let this anger and frustration, resentment, whatever it is, rule my life. Okay? You're in charge here, not the emotion. The emotion is fleeting. You're in charge. All right. What else do we need to know this week? Thank you all for the gifts and everything on TikTok. Y'all are sweet. Ooh, Ubuntu? I don't know what that says. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe y'all will. Compassion for others. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I don't think I've ever pulled this card. It's number 34. What happens when we have compassion for others? Are you able to have compassion for others? Most of the time, if you can't have compassion for each other or others, God bless, it's most likely because you don't know how to have compassion for yourself. When you have compassion for other people, it dramatically changes a lot of your outlook on life, okay? So let's say, you know, that example that I gave you of the guy on Facebook, right? He's angry. He's bitter about life. He hasn't gotten to where he wants to be in life. I know this by the way he responded, okay? So what do? Do I turn around and like rip him to shreds like I know I could? No. I see him for where he is. Does that mean that I have to allow him to talk to me that way and to, you know, be in my circle? Absolutely not. Because he doesn't want to see anything other than his narrow vision, right? So while I can have compassion for where he is in life, I also set the boundary of, you're not going to bleed that shit onto me. See how that works? Oh, hang on, let me verify myself on TikTok. Okay. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, you can see people for where they are in life and have compassion, be like, I totally get it. I see how you can like see life as something that is happening to you. You have no control. Everything sucks. I get that. But if you're unwilling to transform that, if you're unwilling to broaden your mind and expand your consciousness and to grow in emotional intelligence, then I can't help you. You know, like I can't be around you. And that's kind of like the energetic talk that you have with them, you know, and you just move along, right? But you can still give that person compassion because you see them where they are. Okay? Okay. So I literally just had to block that person. They just popped up on my live on Instagram. See? They come to check me out to see what else they can say or do or whatever. I'm not playing that game. Isn't that funny? You start talking about somebody and they energetically hear it and here they come. That's why you be careful with that. That's why I was like, wait a minute. It is a beautiful card, right? And then we can choose not to participate in what they're stuck in. Exactly. So, like, you don't have time for that. Like, you can't change people. All you can do is lead by example. All you can do is show compassion and see them for where they are. And then they have to live out that destiny. They have to live out the decisions that they are choosing to make. Okay? Especially women, we love to try to help people. We love to try to heal people, right? But you cannot heal somebody that does not want to be healed. That is not our job. And it won't work. Okay? You will make yourself crazy if you're trying to heal somebody that does not want to be healed, because what happens is they turn around and they call it right back. Okay? They plug it right back into them. And there you go. And then they tell you, oh, well, that didn't work. Well, yeah, because you weren't willing. Does that make sense? Why do we do this all the time? Just because, yeah, we're compassionate, we're empathetic, and that is our true nature, is to help, to heal. But again, and if they are not willing participants, then no. Why the pain of the past is not going. Like, it's not leaving. Because you have to decide to stop bringing it into your present. What kind of questions can we ask you? Well, these are not questions about readings. Like, if you need a personal reading, you can book through the link in my bio. But the questions that everybody's asking are more like general life questions, specifically like tarot questions or numerology questions, things like that. But if it's a personal question, like that requires a reading, then you can book through the link. The link in my bio. I thought I was saying it wrong. Thanks, Tanya. How do you heal? Again, you have to want to heal. You have to stop inviting that negativity back into your life, okay? You have to decide that that's my past, it is not my present. And I'm not going to let that incident rule my entire life. It's not going to rule how I feel about myself, because only I know who I am. I know my heart. I know my intentions. I know everything about me. Nobody else does, right? So you have to choose to not let that dictate your entire life, okay? Because it's something that was in the past, and it was meant to push you to grow into the realization of who you are on a soul level, not what everybody tells you you are. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, then why listen to any of the nonsense on the outside, you know? Can I show the card again? It's leaves. I'm tilting it because of the reflection, but yeah. And then you see the tear. Yes, the healing might be long, but so worth it. Yeah. Yeah, shadow work. Shadow helps address, understand deeper wounds. Yeah, your shadow, your shadow is your subconscious mind. Your shadow is part of your unlived life. Your shadow is so much more than just, that deep, dark, scary place. That is what has formulated this subconscious mindset, this subconscious movement. All of these things that you do is what's going on in the shadow. It's what's going on underneath. Okay. So if you, again, are not willing to release these things, to acknowledge what you subconsciously do, if you're not willing to acknowledge the things that you feel jaded out of life, then you will forever keep repeating the same patterns over and over again. Okay. All right, let's get into the money deck. Let's see what else we need to know. See ya, Heather. Does your intuition feel like a panic feeling in the pit of your stomach? It depends on what it's telling me. There are some things where it's just like a visceral reaction of like, oh, no, 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 no. It varies with whatever it's telling me. I like that, Domingo. He said, music, prayer, and bestie helped me heal from my past relationship. I'm super happy now. Yeah. It's so much harder to work on these things. I was so exhausted when I first started the work. You just have to keep going, and over time it gets easier. Yeah. See it as just an exploration of the self. You know, don't put so much pressure and darkness on it. Just be like, you know what? Let me look at why I habitually do these things. Let me look at where this thought process came from. Like, who put that in my brain? What experience put that in my brain or my soul? And you're just exploring these things of where you picked this stuff up from, learning from it, and realizing that, yeah, that was just something that happened and it's unfortunate. It sucks, but it was for you to learn from. It was maybe somebody else needed to learn something as well. I mean, there's so many different reasons why things happen. Maybe somebody chose to be like evil. And again, so many things. It's not meant to dismiss any trauma or anything like that. It's meant to not allow you or disempower you by making you carry your trauma for the rest of your life. Okay? I've been through much trauma. And I finally decided that I refused to carry this shit around anymore because it was too heavy. And it was blocking me from being able to experience life and being able to enjoy life. So, yeah, so much can happen. All right, so focus on the deck. Let's see what our money message is for the week. Look at that. We keep getting this card. Recognition. Okay. I'm going to read it to you. There's 3 ways to resonate. Okay. And pay attention to what you feel or what your mind automatically says when I read these, because that's going to tell you a lot about yourself and your connection to self-worth and your finances. Okay. Number 1, your money is looking good and solid. What was your first thought? What was your first emotion? Recognize that. Okay. Number 2, whatever you're working on now will win you the respect of others. Again, what is your first thought? What is your emotion? Number 3, you can earn a leadership position and get the recognition you deserve. What is your first thought? What is your first emotion? Okay. That's telling you how you feel about yourself and your connection to your self-worth. Okay. If it didn't excite you, if there was some resistance, then there's more work to be done on your self-worth. Okay? It's telling you, this whole reading is telling you to think big, to dream big. Stop settling and stop holding yourself back. Stop going like this. Go like this. You need to open your arms to be able to receive all the blessings that are meant for you. Like this. What are you going to get, like a scoop of it? No. Big. Okay? The universe is huge. The universe is infinitely abundant. The universe is where anything can happen. So you got to open your arms up. Okay? I've been working a lot, and I want to make the same money but not work as much. You can 100% do that, Marlo. 100% do that. Because let me tell you, I would have to have probably 3 jobs, if not more, to make the money that I'm making now. Doing my spiritual practices, doing my coaching, doing the tribe, all of that stuff. I would have to have at least 3 jobs to make this kind of money. Would I have time to have 3 jobs? Hell no. Plus, I'm a single mom. Like, when would I ever see my kids? You know? My son, my youngest son, he has A days and B days at school. Like, today's a B day where I have to pick him up early at 2:40. And every day I'm always like, I'm so blessed that I get to go pick him up from school. You know, I don't have to find a ride home for him. He didn't have to go anywhere else. Like, I can just do whatever I need to when it needs to be done. Like, he needed to go to the dentist. I made a dentist appointment in the middle of the day because I can make my own schedule. I control this stuff. Yes, I work a lot because I love it. It is my passion. This is what drives me. But if I were to try to make this kind of money anywhere else, that is not my destiny, that is not my passion, that is not my drive, I would have to have at least 3 jobs to be able to survive in life, okay? So if you're looking to build your own spiritual business or use the tools, you know, like tarot and numerology and astrology and all those things to help you in your own business, then you can absolutely transform into a place where you don't have to work as hard. You don't have to hustle and grind. That is a farce. That is something that we are told by like unaware, closed off individuals, right? That's slave mentality. You can work and do your passion and receive the abundance you deserve because you are following your destiny. Things just will naturally happen for you. But you do have to put in the effort. Like I said, I do work a lot because I love it. I don't see it as work. This is just like something that I do, you know? And so that's how, like, when they say, you know, when you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life. Yes, you do work. Like, you're going to work your ass off, but it's a different energy because you actually love it. It's fueling your soul. Make sense? Taurus energy is about self-worth. Yep. Which directly connects to our resources. Yep. You're very welcome. So in the Quantum Master Academy, we're going to go through all of that. Again, if you cannot get into the Quantum Master Academy, get your ass into the tribe. We're going to go on a journey together as well, okay? Get in where you fit in. Get in where you can, right? If you want the intense year of mentorship where you're going to get the 8 certifications and I teach you how to set up your own business, then that's the Quantum Master Academy. If you want to go on a journey of self-exploration, work with the phases of the moon and, you know, kind of coordinate numerology and tarot cards and things like that, then get into the tribe. Or do both. Whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just do something. Okay? Yes, I love doing makeup and making people feel beautiful. I could do it every day. I love that. There's a satisfying feeling there as opposed to someone else's dream. Oh my God, yeah. Like I was never meant to work for another person. This sounds bad, but this is maybe resonates with y'all too. When I would get a job, I would always get an office job, and I was always good at what I did because I can see patterns. I can make things more efficient. Like they would have me write their standard operating procedures, manuals, and all kinds of stuff because I can make it more efficient, and I was just good at what I did. But I hated it. And I would never stay at a job longer than a year or two. Because it was like, I would tell everybody, it feels like this is sucking my soul. And it was, because it was not my destiny. It's not what drove me. It was just something that I used to get money from, and it wasn't even enough to survive on. So for me, I was like, fuck this. Like, this is not, it's not an equal give and take here, you know? And I had to wait for someone to recognize me in order to get a promotion or to get paid for things, or they would recognize it, but they wouldn't do anything about it. You know, I'd still get the same shit pay and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I know deep down, I've known this since I was a kid, that I was supposed to own my own business. That's the only way that you are going to control your financial status, I guess you could say, or security. It's the only way you're going to do that. But not everybody's meant to own a business. I get that. Okay. It's just, excuse me, if your destiny is to be a manager or to be a CEO or whatever it is, then that's your destiny. And it's going to be something that feels fulfilling to you. And you will get recognized in that. Right? But that was not my destiny. This is my destiny right here. I abso-freaking-lutely love teaching classes. I abso-freaking-lutely love showing you all how to do this. Okay? I love it. I love doing the group classes. I love all of us getting together and talking about things. I love learning from each other and people asking me questions. That's my zone of genius. Okay? You will find your own zone of genius as well. So you want to know where you are drawn, where you feel your passion lies, and fucking go for it. Okay? And if you use these spiritual tools, that will help you to get there a lot faster and in more balance. Okay? Working in an office gave me a heart attack from stress. Oh my gosh. I love being a reader. Happy I'm not alone. Yeah, man. That's the thing about working, for somebody else. It's like everybody says, like, if you die, they will replace you by the next week. Because their bottom line, forever and for always, as a business is, their bottom line is money, income, profits. Okay? And if one of their team members is gone, they have to replace it to continue to get money, profits and all that stuff. So yeah, I couldn't do it either. I quit my job for the same reason. Overworked and underpaid, as well as failure to recognize my work. Yep. That's the thing. It's like, you got to take matters into your own hands, however that may be, to get you into the place where you feel that you are aligned. Apparently there could be evolutions in what one's business is. Yes. I think it can take a few experiments to figure that out. Absolutely, Stephanie. I tried so many different things as far as owning a business, and I was decent at them, but I didn't like it. Like, it left me kind of feeling icky, and I was like, yeah, this isn't working. And so finally, when I stepped into this realm, I allowed myself to be who I'm naturally meant to be, then boom, here came everybody. So yes, you will have trial and error. You will have evolution, because I literally thought I was just supposed to be a tarot reader and a coach and a Reiki master, okay, and do numerology and things like I thought that was just like the basis of my business. And then everybody started asking, will you teach us? Will you teach us how to do this? I'm like, hell yeah, I'll teach you. I'll show you. Like, I just had somebody comment on one of my TikTok videos that they got scammed out of $2,300 by somebody who is a spiritual practitioner. And that fuels my hate fire for the scammers on these apps. And it fuels my fire to teach as many people as I can these spiritual tools so you stop getting scammed. It's very easy to scam somebody in the spiritual sector because most people are uneducated in all of this stuff. Well, guess what? I'm going to fucking educate you. And we're going to do that in the tribe and in the Quantum Master Academy. That's what I'm saying. Get in where you feel aligned, okay? I will not let you get taken advantage of. Let's see. I'm so proud of you, Elizabeth. You're doing awesome. Last week, joining your tarot readers, I absolutely loved it. Good. The energy was beautiful, right? I love when we all get together. You lead with compassion and the Rebel deck. Yes. I can't forget about the Rebel deck. Yes. Hey, I'm the one that will call reader red flags out, and I get so much hate for it, but I don't care. I don't care, because I would rather save somebody from getting scammed than have somebody being pissed off at me. Like, people have made videos about me because they're so mad that I reveal red flags and I tell them, hey, the crazy shuffling and all that stuff is not a thing. Those cards don't mean this, blah, blah, blah. And it makes them pissed because I'm interfering with their money scam, with their money grab, you know? And they're like, you know, what do they always say? Everybody's tarot journey is their own. Don't tell people how to do things. I'm sorry. I'm going to teach you how to read tarot. I'm going to teach you how to do it properly so you actually get results and you don't end up confused and you don't end up putting negative karma on yourself. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's funny how they always say everybody's tarot journey is their own when they are copying somebody off of social media. It's like, was that your own? I don't think so. You know? So, yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to unhide your comment. Yeah, you got the tower. Your ex is still in love with you. Oh, my God. I know. It's ridiculous. I saw the Two of Cups. And somebody's like, you're going to get some money if you claim this. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're so full of shit. Oh. You're so very welcome, Elizabeth. It's all unfiltered and good stuff. Yep. Okay, this is the Rebel deck. If you're easily offended, this is the time for you to scroll away. This deck has an attitude and it will call you out. And it will call you out with colorful language. So any sensitive people, go ahead and scroll away. Let's find out what our message is this week. Focus on the deck and ask it, what is our message for this week? What is our message for this week? Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. And that is so freaking true. Remember how we were talking about this the entire time. If all this stuff has been programmed into your brain to make you doubt yourself, to make you second guess yourself, it's just so much toxicity, right? Don't believe every thought that you have. Every shitty thought that you have, yeah. Think big. Have big goals and see what happens. Why not? Why not just see what happens? What is going to hurt? Nothing. If you have a big goal. Well, what if I don't hit my goal and it's going to make me feel worth? No. You're setting a big goal because you are pushing yourself to believe in more. Okay? And if you don't hit that goal 100%, you're normal. If you try again and really believe and affirm that you're going to hit this goal in due time, you will get there. Okay? This is an opportunity for you to push yourself beyond your own limited mind. Does that make sense? When you decide, the universe provides. Let that sink in. When you make that decision, you are setting it in the energetic field of this is what I want to experience. And the universe starts providing you opportunities to experience that. Be careful what you are deciding. Because if it's negative, then you're going to get all of that negativity. Right? But if it's something very positive and it's going to push you beyond your limits, then it's going to be amazing. Okay? You're going to have opportunities presented to you that are first going to be scary. But if you see it as an adventure and you know that the universe will always provide for you, if this is your route, it will open the doors for you. It will always provide. Then you have nothing to fear. Okay? Like when I got this house, it was like double what I was paying at my last house. But my last landlord was trying to increase rent when the neighborhood was going to shit, when there was no improvements on the house and all that stuff. And I was like, I could afford it, but I refuse to pay for something where there like more money for something when there's been no improvements, right? So I was like, well, I'm going to move, go to a place that has more amenities, that is more connected to nature, that isn't so loud, all of that, right? Well, this house, excuse me, was about double than what I initially started paying for the first house. And no, sorry, it wasn't completely double. Almost double. Let's just go there. Okay. And I was like, God, man, that's a lot of freaking money. That's like what I used to make a month in my old jobs. Let that sink in. That's what my rent is, what I used to make monthly in my old jobs, probably before taxes. Okay? So for me to move past that, I had to say, you know what? The universe always provides for me. It has provided for me this entire time. Why would I ever doubt it? And it was so easy to get this house. So easy. So I knew, even though I had anxious feelings on the inside, I knew this is where I belonged, right? And I haven't had any problems since. Okay? Once you decide, the universe provides. You just have to take all the fear and worry out. Okay? That takes awareness and it takes intention. Right? So I hope this helps you. I literally just opened up TikTok and needed to hear this message. Oh, you're so very welcome. You're so very welcome. We also say you haven't arrived until you have some haters, out there. And the truth is they're living small and jealous. Yep, low vibrating. Oh, 100%. 100%. Do you have to ask? Do you have to ask what? All I normally say is if it's meant to be, let it be. If not, block it. And watch what happens. Oh, you're so very welcome, Philip. Yeah, you always need to affirm, like you need to decide. You don't have to ask the universe. I mean, you can if you want to, but you got to formulate the question of like, is this house meant for me? Or is this opportunity meant for me? How is this opportunity meant for me? I mean, you can formulate the questions in different ways. So you can say, if you say, how is this opportunity meant for me? The universe will show you how. Okay. Is this opportunity meant for me? The universe will show you yes or no. Okay. I always like to say, again, if it's meant to be, let it be. If not, block it, because I don't want to waste my time. Okay. That happened to me when I was searching for houses. I would get ready to go view a house and I would say, if this house is meant for me, let it be. If not, block it. And it was like one of the houses, the door was literally like locked and we couldn't get it open. And I was like, thank you. And it wound up being, when we finally got it open, it was not the house for us. And I could tell by the vibration. So yeah, we'll see. Unblock your messages. What are you talking about? I don't see any blocked messages. I'm going to wait for you to respond on that one. Yeah, all your comments were coming through, Gina. I'm not sure what happened. So, all right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you back here Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you need anything in the meantime, the link is in my bio. To get into the tribe, the link is in my bio. To get into the Quantum Master Academy, the link is in my bio, okay? The tribe is women only. The Quantum Master Academy is open and you can apply, okay? I will be going through applications this afternoon after my mastermind with Dr. Joe Vitale. And so be on the lookout for emails from me. There's several that I have to respond to. If you did not complete your application, you're going to have it completely filled out in order to be, considered for the or for the Quantum Master Academy. Gosh, my brain mushed. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Love you all. And I will see you on Friday morning. Bye.